In this video, we're going to take a look at API keys within OneIntegrate, how they can be created, configured, and managed through the user interface. And it's worth noting that this capability will only be available to those users that have the right permissions. So let's navigate to the dashboard from our sidebar on the left-hand side and then select the API Keys tab across the top. To add a new API key, we click the Add New button. We can give our API key a name, optionally add a description, and then we need to select which permissions we want to be available to that particular API key. This list of permissions will be dependent on what permissions the user that's creating the key themselves has set. You cannot create an API key that has more permissions than you yourself are allowed. So it's probably best that an admin user creates API keys. In this instance, we are an admin user and we're going to select all of the permissions. Then we're going to hit confirm. It's really important then at this point that we copy the API key. This will be our only opportunity to see and copy that key, so copy it and paste it somewhere securely. Then we can hit confirm and we will see that new API key on our list. This tells us what permissions are available to that key, when it was last used, when it was last edited, and we also have some options for configuring. We can go back and edit the details, the name, description, and the list of permissions available to that key. We can also delete it from the right-hand side here, or indeed revoke the key before then reinstating it. We also have some batch actions. If you have multiple API keys, you can revoke, reinstate, or delete them all in one go. It's worth noting that this is all for the REST API. We also have Swagger documentation for the REST API, which will be available at OneIntegrate/REST. One final thing worth noting is a withdrawal notice for the SOAP API is going out from version 4, which means that from version 4.1 of OneIntegrate, the SOAP API will no longer be available.